A major political development is making waves across the country as former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi officially joins the African Democratic Congress. Now, supporters argue that this move could reshape opposition politics and strengthen coalition efforts ahead of future elections, while critics contend that it may have little impact on the ground. Will Peter Obi's move to the ADC make a real difference in Nigeria's political landscape, or is it just another party switch? Now, this is a phone-in segment. We'd like to hear from you at this moment. Make sure you pick up your phones and call us in and share your thoughts. What do you think? This is a game changer or just another political strategy, as usual, as we're used to? Now, we've seen Peter Obi, a member of the Labour Party, has officially defected to the ADC. And at this moment, a lot of questions, I know, will be running through a lot of Nigerians' heads. But at this point, we'd like to hear from you, we'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions. Do you think that it will make any difference in the political landscape when it comes to 2027 elections? Do you think that him joining the ADC will be him getting a ticket for the presidential office? And aside from that, do you think that even as Peter Obi, has a lot of followers, a lot of people that have backed him even during the 2023 elections, do you think they'll move forth with him to the ADC at this point? We'd like to hear from you. A lot is going on when it comes to politics, but this particular, moving into a new party, do you think that at this point the ADC is starting to gain momentum in the political space? We'd like to hear from you at this point, making sure that we understand that this move is quite a bold step, even for the ADC, for Peter Obi himself leaving the Labour Party, even though we haven't heard so much so far at this point going on in the Labour Party. We've seen different things happening in different political parties, different opposition parties. We've seen a lot of internal crisis in the PDP. Labour Party has had its own fair share as well as the ADC. But at this point, from some particular point, we did not hear from the ADC. We thought we'd hear more momentum after, gaining that coalition, after gaining lots of bigwigs coming in from different political parties. But ending of 2025, we saw that Peter Obi has defected, and Atiku Abubakar as well has, formally become a member of the party. Now, we'd like to hear, the phone lines are still open. Call us in, share your thoughts, or send us a WhatsApp message. It is quite important for us to hear your voices, because at the end of the day, your voice does matter right here on Trust TV. All right, we have our first caller this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I'm calling from London. Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year, Adi. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead with your
I'm waiting for quite 2 weeks now, but I do meet you wherever I am.
All right. So, go ahead.
Yes, it will make a difference. Because Peter Obi, people love Peter Obi. I love Peter Obi. Everybody, I won't say everybody, but many people love him. So if they can give him the ticket, but I doubt it because since Atiku is there, Atiku has the world chest to win that presidential ticket. But if presidential Atiku will draw and they give it to Peter Obi, all Peter Obi need to do is get somebody from the north as a vice president, a younger person, vibrant person. We have so many of them in the north. So he can get such people to be his vice president. I guarantee you he can win the election. But he has to sign an agreement with the north that he won't go more than 4 times, because they won't wait for him to do another 2 times again. So he has to sign an agreement. If he comes to the election as a president candidate, I will mobilize people to vote for Peter Obi, because he has something to offer Nigeria. But I don't think he has the money to win the primary, because it's a lot of money in Nigeria to win this thing. Because this election is between APC and ADC, because we don't know what is happening to PDP for now. Even though PDP get back to the system, it is very difficult. You can see what is happening in Kano now, division, because the government wants to embrace APC. He knows that if he embraces APC, he will take back that state. So everybody is going to APC, which is not a good thing for democracy. We should have opposition, so that will make it stronger. You know, not that what APC is doing, not that everything is okay, but they know that it's really party. They just want to belong to that place. So some people, because of corruption, they want their thing to be covered. So, but Peter Obi, I pray he win the ticket for the presidential. If that happens, it's good to go. And picks the right candidate, most especially from the northwest. You should pick on the northwest. They have the population. Then it's good to go. That's my own view about this. God bless Nigeria. Good morning. Once again, Happy New Year.
All right, thank you very much, Adi, for that. Now, a lot might say that there are different things or different, aspects that need to be looked at when it comes to him getting into the ADC. At this point, is it going to be possible for him to even contest for the presidential ticket? But we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you for joining us. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Mr. David. I'm calling from Kano State.
All right, thank you for calling in. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Yeah, I want to say this concerning Obi joining ADC. It's a good move. It will not make much difference, but there will be a force. Because for the past, let me just say last year, because we are in New Year now. The rate of defection from other party to APC, I ask, are we moving to one party system? But with this move now, definitely, because if you watch Obi in 2023, entering Labour Party, he turned politics of Nigeria into a force or into a competition. So I truly appreciate his move to ADC instead of moving to APC. So the ADC now will make upcoming election 2027 a force. But the difference will not be that much. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
We can hear you. We're still here with you.
Yeah, so that's what I would just say. If possible, I don't know. It's all about politics. Politics is a game of luck. But if we are to be honest, I don't know. I pray he go a long way, but the difference will not be that much.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Now, looking at it, as I mentioned earlier, a lot would throw this question, is he capable of even getting the presidential ticket? Because at the end of the day, we know that in the ADC, a lot of bigwigs have defected to the ADC. We have Atiku Abubakar, obviously, that has officially become a member of the ADC, and now we have Peter Obi. But when it comes to that platform, who do we think would be able to carry that mantle for the ADC for getting the presidential ticket? And I would say in comparison, who has more followers and can be able to draw those votes when it comes to that election? All right, we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Hauwa.
Good morning, Shatima. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Trust TV family. Good morning, Nigeria. This is Shatima Yakudima calling from Maiduguri.
Good morning. Happy New Year, Shatima.
Morning. Happy New Year to you and to all Nigerians.
All right, go ahead with your thoughts.
We hope and we pray 2027 will make a difference in Nigeria by God's willing.
Go ahead.
So, honestly speaking, joining the OB to ADC, we really appreciate, because it is been gathering momentum to the the opposition party. Even though APC have succeeded in crushing the oppositions, but moving this big fish to the ADC, it will make a relevant, honestly speaking. But my Nigerians, I want Nigerians to understand one thing. Now is an era of seeing the person not the political party that he was in. We have drove the selection of party. Is the person that we are looking for. What that candidate, what quality does this possess, and what does it have to offer to Nigerians to make a difference? Even though I understand that Obi now is a person who have Nigeria in his heart. If at all he follow money, he could have been in the APC by now. But he followed ADC. All for him, that move, it signified that they want to rescue Nigeria out of the situation that we find ourselves. And we wish them a success in 2027. We wish them well. And we are praying that to somebody to emerge, the person that will rescue this country out of collapse. Because by all indication, this country is running towards a very big ditch, whereby all of us will suffer, except if you are a part and parcel of the ruling family, because they are the only one that today they have been considered as Nigerians, and they are enjoying the dividend of the democracy. Even though all of us we endorse and we support the democratic rule, but nothing coming in return, or less torment, suffering, hunger, insecurity. So that's the only thing that that common man is benefiting today. But we are hoping and pray this move can make a very big difference. And as I said earlier, all Nigerians, they should open their eyes. Look at the person. Don't look at the party. Look at what that person have offered before. What achievement does he have? What was his quality? In the building the life of Nigerians, the life of common man. Was this have a good quality? Was this a person that will be trusted? So because party now have chaos, party with no manifesto, party with fake promises, party that doesn't have a credible and a stable chairman to talk to his children whenever they make an error. So this cannot call it a political party. It's a group of people come in for their own selfish interests to find themselves in the corridor of power to loot government treasury. God forbid, 2027 will make a difference by God's willing. I pray and I hope this country will change for better. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
All right. Thank you very much, Chatima, for that. Now, looking at this defection, a lot would have in mind and ask this question. Okay, so far, what are we going to see when 2027 comes? We have a lot of people that can be able to vie for the position or for the presidential ticket at that point when 2027 comes. So who are we supposed to have? Who is coming forth for the ADC? Yes, good morning. Thank you for joining us. What is your name and where are you calling from?
This is Evangelist Oluogunake, a.k.a. Oluwalumejoda, calling from Jebode, Ogun State.
Good morning, Evangelist. Thank you for joining us and Happy New Year. Go ahead.
I wish you the same. Compliment of the season to all Nigerians and Happy New Year to them.
All right. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
ADC, Action Democratic Congress, is a new party. And I don't believe that this party will be able to offer Nigerians any hope or renew hope or anything. Because looking at the antecedent of Peter Obi, when he was the governor of Anambra State, I had the privilege of being a student at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka. Peter Obi played a lot of sentiment, putting Catholic Church over the Anglican Church, and a lot of things that he did not do in Anambra State at that time. There was no development economically in Anambra State at that time. Anambra State was one of the worst states in Nigeria. And at the end, towards the end of his tenure, he was impeached. And Vejie Tiaba took over the mantle as the first female governor in Nigeria. And it was a pity that one too was accused of stealing about 30 billion naira or so at that time within 6 months. So what are we trying to say? If you look at the composition, the setup of ADC, all those that have been in government, the past governors, the past National Assembly members, past ministers, they just put themselves there. People that have squandered the taxpayers' money of this country, they are there in ADC. People that are supposed to be behind bars, people that are supposed to be prosecuted, like Malami, Yaya Bello, and others that are just walking the streets of Nigeria with impunity. People that are enmeshed and, embellished with corruption. They are there. Look at David Mark and others. They are there in ADC. What can they offer? They can offer nothing. We don't have any trust in APC, the incumbent government in Nigeria, because they are not fulfilling the electioneering campaign. The dependent told us that fuel will be sold at less than 197 naira that he made it. Then he said subsidy is removed with immediate effect and now bringing the tax law. So what we want is individual candidacy or candidation. Then that will not be affiliated to any political party, and that will be achieved when our constitution is totally amended, or we want new constitution that will have order. Otherwise, we don't have trust. I don't have trust in the present political party and all the political parties that are in this country. We want individual candidacy, and that is what we want. Whether ADC or PDP or whatever, I have lost hope in all of them. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that. Now, looking at it during his, should I say, the move to the ADC, Peter Obi, obviously he made some statements and he claims that Nigeria's crisis, people say Nigeria's crisis was inevitable, but he has argued that the issue that is bothering Nigeria is leadership and its failure, and not the lack of resources at this point, and the lack of responsibility as well. And looking at it, he accused political elites of deliberately exploiting ethnic and religious divisions to remain in power. Now, when making these kind of statements, people would expect that when you point a finger, but when you're put in that position to be able to make that change, you would make a difference. You would do different than what you are pointing fingers at. But let's take our next caller at this point. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Monday. You are calling from Abuja, Nigeria.
Thank you for calling in, Monday. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Well, for me, for Peter will be joining ADC, everybody knows that he's the only man that can change this country, because he doesn't believe in sharing money or giving bribe or taking bribe. So, and when you look at since the inception of APC after the merger, they have already destroyed Nigeria automatically by, you look at what the president is doing now, by trying to make a Nigeria one-party system to become a dictator like military ruling. And it's not good for our democracy. So I'm just appealing to our northern brothers, Christian, both Muslim and Christian. We should forget about that religion and tribal sentiment. Let's join our hand together by supporting that Peter Obi. Just he said that when they give him opportunity, he will do 4 years by completing the tenure, including with the one that Master President is on now. Then he will give it to Northerners. So let's join hands. Whatever we are going to do just to make it work, by make sure that we're removing ATC and then bring the democracy. But because if you look at Nigeria today, this is not a democracy. You go out and say something about government by criticizing that they use DSS to punch you down. But look at the terrorists, Boko Haram, bandits. They do video and everywhere. I don't know tracking to go and arrest them, and then they are following innocent Nigeria. So please, I'm appealing to our northern brothers. All these forum that they say they are endorsing APC, because they are sharing money to them. And please, we should do away with all this political whatsoever, buying vote and whatsoever. We should do what we are going to do just to rescue Nigeria. The only thing that poor man was enjoying before is only the fuel subsidy. Now this man come, remove that fuel subsidy without any alternative, increasing electricity tariff, and now the tax. What have we done to deserve this kind of punishment? In abroad, all these tax and whatsoever, they do and subsidize something for their own citizens. But in Nigeria, say different Italian ball game is only the rich continue to be richer, then the poor remain where they are. When their children graduate, the job is waiting for them. No matter how poor man do, there's nothing. They tell you there's no job, empowerment. The money that they are sharing, where is that money coming from? That first they normally go, they donate, share 50, 200, and 100,000. It's part of our resources that they are taking it. And it's a political, this is a vote buying. They are trying to buy people so that people will vote for them. And when you vote for them, you are automatically collect your own share. It's after 4 years they will remember you. So please, we should do what is right and then put this country together so that at least we will live peacefully and without the fear of insecurity. They use Boko Haram by terrorizing people now that time. Look at what we have today. Not only the Boko Haram, we have banditry, kidnappers, and the rest of them. And it doesn't affect them, it's only the poor people. So please, we should do what is right to make sure that this APC government don't come back into power in 2027. Look at the state government, everybody decapitated. What does that one tell you? Did they have Nigeria at? It's only their family and their selfish interest. That's why they're decapitated. Even if your house is on fire, are you going to put your house in order, but you will jump to another person's house to go and stay? You fully know that your house still remains unsolved. And one day you still come back to it. So why are we like this? Thank you. Have a nice celebration.
All right, thank you very much for that. I believe we have a couple of WhatsApp messages.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, we have one message from Muhammad Abdul Hamid from Zaria, Kaduna State. And he says, joining the African Democratic Congress, ADC, could present a significant strategic opportunity for Peter Obi and the party ahead of the 2027 presidential election. With Obi's strong grassroots appeal, youth support, and reputation for accountability, his alignment with ADC could help reposition the party as a credible national alternative. Now, such a partnership has the potential to consolidate reform-minded voters, strengthen party structures nationwide, and enhance ADC's visibility and competitiveness in the 2027 general elections. And we have another message from Nandi Betty, and she says, good morning, Trust TV, and Happy New Year. The Nigerian political turf is full of betrayals. The political actors are not reliable. There is so much selfishness visible in the actions of the political class. This defines the cause of the massive movement to the president's party by greed-infested politicians. This is even as these characters in power know the level of hardship citizens are passing through in the hands of the ruling APC. Peter Obi's decision to join the ADC is a welcome development, at least to say no to a one-party state. This move will definitely make a difference in the political calculations of 2027, especially if ADC gives him the presidential ticket. Thank you very much, Nandi Bente, for that. All right, we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, thank you for joining us. What is your name and where are you calling from?
I am calling you from Jos, Plateau State.
All right, go ahead with your thoughts.
This joining ADC of Peter Obi, I think it's a welcome development for us in Nigeria. You understand? Are you hearing me?
We can hear you, but please turn down the volume of your TV set so that we can hear you much clearer.
Okay. I have turned it off.
All right, go ahead.
You see, it's a welcome development for us, whereby the country now want to become a one-party system to move. You understand? Because if you can check very well, all the governors, the senators, and the House of Reps are going back to APC. I cannot tell you who.
All right, we lost our caller. Make sure you call us back so that we can continue to hear your thoughts and opinions. The numbers are displayed on your screen. It's still on it, the ADC. Do you think that it is a good move for Peter Obi moving to the ADC at this point? We'd like to hear from you. We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us. What is your name and where are you calling from? Hello, good morning. All right, we lost that caller. Let's move on to the WhatsApp message that we have here. We have a message from Adamu Muhammad Usman, and he's writing from Kafang Hausa in Jigawa State. And he says, good morning, Hauwa, and good morning, Nigerians. Compliments of the season to you too. Mr. Peter Obi joining the ADC, it is apt, timely. It is also a welcome idea and fantastic move to free Nigeria from one-party state. Since the PDP internal crisis isn't resolved, so for Obi to leave Labour Party to meet His Excellency Atiku in ADC is something worth extolling and jubilating. His defection to ADC will strengthen opposition party to face or even checkmate the excesses and failure of the ruling party, the APC. Yes, ADC is becoming more bigger and stronger, and this move will change the political narrative in Nigeria. My fear is who amongst the two giants, His Excellency Atiku and His Excellency Obi, to go for presidential candidate. Let them think twice and do the needful. May Allah see us through and make it easy. May Nigeria rise again and work positively well by the special grace of God. Thank you very much, Adamu Muhammad Usman, for that. All right, we have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. All right, kindly turn down the volume of your TV set so that we can hear your thoughts clearly.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you for joining us. What is your name and where are you calling from? Good morning.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Thank you. I'm Abdul Karim calling from Taraba State.
All right, thank you for joining us. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Thank you, sir. These people are just defecting from other parties to one another just for their interest only. That is what they are after. Not that it is to the masses of the people or the people from the grassroots. They are not benefiting us even more. They are just creating things, doing these things for their family. And it's all about what they are after. So thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your thoughts and opinions. I believe we have another message from Abdullahi Sudangi Jibrin from Marmara Nasarawa local government in Nasarawa state. And he says, good morning. My opinion for this matter is only pray concerning Peter Obi joining ADC, a very welcome development. God bless Nigeria and Happy New Year and peace, unity and progress in Nigeria. All right, we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, thank you for joining in. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Daniel, calling from Jalibu.
Thank you for calling in, Daniel. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Yes. Obi joining ADC to me is good, but in the other way around, it will not make any difference. Because all of them, just as other previous scholars said, they are going there for their selfish interest. What will make difference in moving from one political party to another is until the system is changed, reducing the powers of the governor being the political leaders of the party. You cannot be a governor and at the same time be a political leader of the party. That thing is the cause of all those, what do you call it, cross-carpeting. And more to that, our judiciary, I always said, they are the problem of all these things. The law is there clearly. Once a legislator cross-carpet, automatically he lost that seat. No need of more interpretation. No need to go to, it's there clearly stated. But today, they revises the case. That, I don't know whether that law is existing only in the pages of the book, not in practical. So you see a governor appointing, a president appointing the INEC chairman. he will choose who he likes to appoint to that position. How do they expect people to stay in one party? Many scholars have argued that there should be a conference where everybody should come, bring names, just do a balloting. Anybody that wins, let him be the INEC chairman. That is the best way, actually. But when you begin to see this kind of power given to president and governor, that is exactly what we expect in our political system. So the judiciary are the problem of all this. If they can correct those mistakes, look at now the red chambers. Almost all of them now are in APC, because by law now they will have not been in that office in the Senate. The same thing in the greenhouse, but they are there. So it will not make any difference. Obi going there too, going to ADC, is just to hijack power. When he got power now, everybody will now move to ADC. So there's not any difference there. We are still garbage in and garbage out. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful celebration.
All right,
my regards to the entire crew there. And lastly, please, those people that are not adhere to our rule of engagement, I want to suggest, please, there should be a reminder to them at the screen. Just please off your TV set before you call us. Please, it should be there, because they are disturbing us sometimes. We'll be battling with network issue, and we'll
Thank you very much, David. Yes, thank you very much. All right, that is all we have for the segment. Thank you to all our callers that called it in and shared their thoughts, and thanks to all that sent their WhatsApp messages as well.